Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray, joined here in the commentary position as always by Lee Dixon. And League 2 action is what's on the menu coming up live. It's Crewe Alexandra and they take on Gillingham.
Yeah, thanks Derek. I'm just hoping we get a nice quick tempo from the start of this game. Both teams do like to get forward, both positive in their approach in the game, so we should be in for some entertainment.
The lineup then for the hosts. We're thinking 4-3-3.
Yeah, one central striker, Derek. The width comes from the wingers who will stay high and wide. A very narrow midfield and a conventional back four.
This is the lineup for the visitors today. A 4-4-2 with a slight tweak, maybe.
Yeah, it's all about the central midfield players in this formation, Derek. The two players, instead of playing next to each other, one will just play advanced of the other one. It's very, very important that the wide players tuck in when they haven't got the ball to help that lone midfield player in the middle of the park.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
And the match is underway. Just not looking confident in possession. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. Will he play it in? Teammate in support. And the referee has pointed to the spot. A penalty it is, and a chance for them to forge ahead. Well, that could be his final rebuke, I think, and the referee's making that absolutely clear.
Well, I like that, Derek. Good refereeing. Nice and strong, told the player exactly what he was thinking.
The keeper going in the right direction and saving it. Real danger. Tremendous intuition to win it back. It is a decent-looking attack here. It has to be. Oh, it's off the post.
Well, you do feel, Derek, with the pressure they're putting on this team, a goal will come. They can't get much closer than that, can they?
Sanchez. Promising sequence. It's opening up for them. And he has been ruled offside here. Can't have been by an awful lot.
Oh, I'm not so sure, but the linesman's got a better view than I have.
Cisse. Sanchez. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. Untidy in possession. It's got to be! And up for grabs off the keeper. Well, he did his best to remain onside, but just failed.
Yeah, it was close, but that's all it needs to be, close. He was offside.
Poor pass under no real pressure. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. Good tackle, it'll be a throw. Will he finish? Well, it was fired straight at the keeper. No real difficulties for him.
No, decent positioning from the goalkeeper. Poor shot, to be honest with you.
He's lost it. Cisse. He has teammates to play it to. He has been deemed to be offside. Not by much, Lee.
Brilliant, brilliant officiating, that is. Look at that, spot on.
Possession changes hands, the interception there. Well, you've got to try to make it a bit more difficult for your opponent than that. Dangerous looking attack. He's got to score! Priority was to hang on to the ball, which he did. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. He continues his run. And whipped into the box. The first goal of the match, and the lead certainly doesn't flatter them.
It's taken a while, but the pressure has taken its toll. Well, you will concede less goals if you stop the crosses. On this occasion, they don't, and they pay the ultimate penalty. The ball's in the back of the net. Stop the cross.
Well, let's have another view of that goal. The opening goal of the game then. Lecco. In full control of the ball here. Looks promising, this. Really needed to be spot on with the challenge inside the box. And the referee has given them a corner. And over comes the corner. Well, the header was respectable, but the goalkeeper always seemed to have it covered. To be on their toes defensively, given the circumstances. Running with the ball confidently, unable to make the mark with that cross. Now what can they do from here? It's opening up for them. Henderson. He's got space. Others to play it to. He cuts it back. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Robbed them. Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. Can't miss, surely. Wonderful block. wasn't far away from the target, Lee.
No, it was decent. Really, really decent chance for the lad. They'll keep pushing away to try and get that equaliser. Well, it's a nervy affair out there on the pitch, it really is. But what about that on the touchline? Rather him than me.
Roberts. On and on he goes. It might be on for them. The pressure was high, and they could be in here. Aware of the threat, solving the problem. Can they trouble the opposition this time? Untidy in possession.
Well, look at those stats, Derek. The host dominating possession over the last 15 minutes. They have the ball, they have control. Can they use that to produce an equaliser? The pressure's building.
And he was in the right place to intercept. He made it look simple, really. Now can they counter clinically? A bit of running room now on the wing. Surely! And good work to deny the chance. And it's gone behind for the corner. Corner kick played over, and a half-baked clearance. Can they convert? Well, that's fine goalkeeping, real concentration. He's driven in the corner. Not fantastic defending. Let's see if it helps the opposition. Has teammates waiting inside the area. Not really the ideal clearance. That is how to apply the pressure. So it should be. And it's gone in. The team's separated by 2 goals now. You cannot say they don't deserve it.
We can take another look here. I'm sure the keeper is frustrated with the defending. Just afforded too much time in the box, and he's never going to miss that.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we?
Oh, to be a fly on the wall in that dressing room if it stays like this, Derek. He's not happy. Just look at him.
Well, a second goal for them here. Sanchez. Well, he's given us away. And the referee is going to add on 3 minutes.
3 minutes of added time.
Cisse. Torres. Tucker. Can he take advantage? And he's kept it out, fully stretched, somehow reaching it. Keeper's contribution, but what next? Oh, he needs to clear it here. And they deal with the threat this time. Well, great read there. That is that for the first half here. Well, truth be told, the teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Patient enough build-up. Can they carve out a chance? And just like that, they've lost possession.
Well, Derek, all departments of this team have been off today. Very rarely happens when everybody's poor. That's what the fans are reacting to. They should ask for a refund.
Can they get in behind them? Can't miss, surely! Well, that's a procession of goals, and surely there's no way they can let this slip now. Absolutely dominant.
Well, as we look at this again, what they always say, focus on the ball, ensure you strike it cleanly. He's done just that. What a finish. Well, they've been poor all day, Derek, and you sense there's going to be a rollicking in that dressing room after the game.
And as they restart the game, it's fair to say the gulf in quality between the two sides has been huge. Lecco. In full control of the ball here. Well, they stopped them in their tracks. Sanchez. He's managed to lose his marker. Powerful enough, but not precise enough.
No, not accurate enough at all. He had other options on as well.
Sanchez, less happy to take on the shot. Well, off the bar and out of play, close.
Yeah, close indeed. Technique, just leaning back a little bit, that's why it goes so high.
The one thing he does know how to do is shield the ball. Cisse. Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again. Not giving their opponents a moment's peace. Well, the attacking options appear plentiful. Well, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw in here. This looks promising. Great opportunity. What a high-quality stop it was.
Well, look at the speed he sets himself, Derek. He gets ready and makes a really good save.
Not the result from the set piece they were looking for. Lost possession. And the counter looks on here. Options available. And in with a real chance. It's opened up for him. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. And he's fired over the corner. Not fantastic defending. Let's see if it helps the opposition. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. Wonderful block. Really fine initial touch. A sloppy pass. Half an hour remaining then. The cross is on. Fluency of movement. Room to manoeuvre on the wing. Space and time for the cross. Good-looking sequence. High pressing at its best. He's given the ball away unnecessarily. Well, he had a decent reading of that ball in. Substitution time it is. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Cisse. Read it superbly to take back possession. Giving it a try. He's gone for power, Lee, but it's wide.
Well, no real direction, but the power was there. And you're right, it's just gone past the post. Well, there's just no cohesion, Derek, in this defence, and they're taking full advantage. They're creating so much from midfield, and the forwards are having a half-decent day as well.
A reminder that the stadium is a family-friendly environment and only soft drinks...
Playing with purpose and control. Lost possession. And he was in the right place to intercept. Nothing wrong with that idea. He just needs to stay level-headed now. The goals keep going in for them. I don't think they're going to throw this away now. Absolutely omnipotent.
Well, it's the timing, Derek. The ball through, matched by the run, and it's a lovely finish. Fabulous goal.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle. Well, sadly, we have to conclude that this hasn't really been a contest, but all credit to any side committed to scoring goals like this. Sanchez. Cisse. And offside is the decision. It must have been very closely.
Well, yeah, the linesman's got the best view of them all. I think he got that right.
Roberts. Being pressed and pressed high. A goal has been scored in one of the other games. Alan McInally has the news.
It's a goal for the visitors. 76 minutes played. 1-0.
Cheers again, Alan. Boom. Inside the last quarter of an hour. And possession lost, intercepted. He continues to make hay. Others in the vicinity. And he favours the inside route. Deflected behind, corner forthcoming. Played into the centre of the box. Tremendous block. And the counter-attack is on, options available. He's had to go for it. Wins the ball. Sanchez. Couldn't hang on to it. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. It's there for him. And thumped away. And that was a very fine read. Dangerous looking attack. And a shocking pass, really. Cisse. And do they mean business on this occasion? Options in the centre. Putting them under the cosh. Outrageously good piece of defending on the line. Well, he's given a corner, the referee. And over comes the corner. Not all that convincing defensively. Can they get in behind them? Terrific block there. And you've got to try to make it a bit more difficult for your opponent than that. I think he knew he was guilty of fouling. Free kick conceded. Lecco. Well, that's a splendid piece of challenging. Good tackle. It'll be a throw. Slipshod passing. Torres. It looks promising. Good tackle. Good technique displayed.
The referee has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 minutes.
It might be on for them. It's opening up for them. And the shot decidedly lacking accuracy.
Well, he had other options as well, but he chose to shoot.
And the ball with Lecco. What can he do from here? Can he make it count? And the attack fades out. And the referee's whistle, that is the end of the story. Well, as we run the rule over this man's work, positive after positively.
Well, he never gave that back line a chance to get a breath. 2 goals for the lad today. Played superbly well, looked really sharp, constantly playing on the shoulder of the last defender. A real handful.
And whipped into the box. The first goal of the match, and the lead certainly doesn't flatter them.
It's taken a while, but the pressure has taken its toll.
Just a moment of your time. Thanks so much for your time. That's all the questions we have for you.
Hi everyone, it is an absolutely splendid day for football and we're looking forward to the game. I'm Derek Ray, joined for commentary by former England international Lee Dixon, and very excited to be able to bring you live action from League Two coming up. It's Accrington Stanley and they take on Crewe Alexandra.
Well, thank you, Derek. Glorious atmosphere here. Really looking forward to it. The fans are too. The players look like they're up for it. This could be end-to-end. We could get goals today, Derek.
So the initial 11 for the home side. And this is a formation most people in the game are very familiar with nowadays.
Yeah, most coaches are adopting this formation. What it does give you is two holding players in front of the back four to protect them, but it also gives you three supporting players to that central striker.
This is the lineup for the visitors today. If you like wingers, you'll love this league.
Yeah, absolutely. I love to watch a winger play, especially with pace and power. The central striker will stay more or less in front of the goal. The support will be provided by the three central midfield players. The back four is pretty conventional, but the fullbacks will be asked to support from behind.
Johnson. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. Well, it's a really poor challenge. Now, what's the referee going to do about it? We've barely got started and already a yellow card. Now, will that be potentially problematic for player and official?
Well, it will be, because the player's on the tightrope now. He's now thinking about everything that goes in front of him.
Not problematic for the keeper. Well, great read there to intercept. Opportunity it is. And cleared away. Just wanted to get it out of there. Well, just couldn't keep the ball. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Diallo, Pritchard. Others in the vicinity. It is to be a throw-in. Now, can he deliver accurately? Wonderful chance. The angle didn't really favour him. Not too far away.
Well, I guess it's worth a chance. He's in a tight angle there, but could he pull it back to a teammate?
Diallo. Bishop. That's how to rob them of possession. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. Throw-ins given. Diallo. Real danger. And possession lost, intercepted. Lost possession. An awful lot of green space to run into. And the cross is very much on. And he was in the right place to intercept. Well, he's given a corner, the referee. Corner kick played over. So it's going to be a goal kick here. And that puts them in position. Johnson. Failed to keep hold of it. Good visualisation and execution. Can he make it count? It could be up for grabs. Will he play it in? They've regained possession. Well, real difficulty keeping the ball. Superbly read and executed. And that was a very fine read. Into the advanced position. So following the deflection, a corner kick coming up here. And the short option preferred. It looks promising. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Pritchard. Bishop. Diallo. Tremendous ball played through. He must finish. And it is the opening goal of the contest.
Well, it was always going to be a tight game, but now all of a sudden one team ahead. Things have got to change on both sides. Well, here it is again, Derek. The way to the pass is excellent and the finish clinical. Lovely play.
Well, let's have another view of that goal. The opening goal of the game then.
The goal for Accrington Stanley. Number 7, Jordan Clark.
He's given us away. Well, just couldn't keep the ball. Well, he was just a fraction offside then.
That's all he needs to be, a fraction, and it was so close.
He's given it straight to the opposition. This attack looks highly promising. Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. Well, clattered away. Diallo, Clark. Crossing possibilities. It's neat passing, confidence on the ball. Well, it was a very good-looking move, but alas, no end product. Won it back. Very good reading of the game to win possession back. Bishop. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position. And he drills it in. Just unable to get his cross beyond the first defender. Given away. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? And the cross not quite imaginative enough. Powell. In full control of the ball here. Magnificent defending. And they'll have to throw it back in play. Dangerous looking attack. And a foul in the opinion of the referee. Now, what can they do from this free kick situation? And the keeper would have been disappointed had he not dealt with it. A corner will ensue. So the corner played into the box, and the keeper acquitted himself well.
Yeah, it was a good ball in, wasn't it? But the keeper did everything right.
Is it going to end up being productive for them? Good tackle, it'll be a throw. Extremely sloppy in possession. He's got space. Bishop. Not all that hard to deal with crosses like that. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Useful looking position, you've got to say. Bishop. An awful lot of green space to run into. Giving them a different option by moving in field. It might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know. Pritchard. Going well. But he knew he had to get to the ball, and he did. I think everyone knew that was foul play, and the referee left with little choice but to award the free kick. Not a very complicated catch for the keeper. And the referee is going to add on 3 minutes. Untidy in possession. Gliding through the gears. Diallo. An attack full of promise. Can they slot it home? And with that, the first half draws to a close. Well, he hasn't quite had the impact and attack that we were expecting, Lee.
Well, he's been a little bit safe today. He's not risked anything. That's not good enough. That's why they're behind in this game. Sometimes you've just got to take a little chance. Go for it.
We've barely got started and already a yellow card. Now, will that be potentially problem? The two teams have switched around and are ready now for the second half. Powell. Beautifully timed. Well, he's given us away. Wonderfully weighted pass. And he has been ruled offside here. Can't have been by an awful lot.
Oh, I'm not so sure, but the linesman's got a better view than I have.
Powell. By no means on his own here. Henderson. Well, his opponent bamboozled. He has time to play it over. And a significant block following that cross. Given away. Beautifully disguised ball. And there it is, the goal they wanted for security. They lead by 2 now. They can breathe that bit more easily.
Well, it's a lovely goal. The pass was sublime, but then the finish. Not easy sometimes when you have so much time to think about it.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. Well, a second goal for them here. And showing fine vision. Great block. Powell. I must say this looks promising. Veering in field here. Goalkeeper's ball every day of the week. He might be able to profit from the wide position. Well, it's one thing to win the ball. Now, what can you do with it? Well, far from the cross he had in mind. Goal kick it is. And they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. Clark. Good-looking sequence. Crossing opportunity. And a goal kick given. Now, let's see what they can do here. He's enjoying space. Now Can he deliver accurately? Diallo. Could be a chance to break here. Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. Roberts. Powell. Well, they have it again.
A reminder that foul and abusive language will not be tolerated in the stadium. Thank you.
Really good reading of the game to win possession back. Richard. Grant. He's going forward well here. Cross fired over. Still alive. Excellent defending. So 20 minutes to go. Oh, stylish ball. What can they do now? And scope for the cross. A sloppy pass. Well, someone has found the net in one of the other games. Here's Allenatore to tell us more.
It's a second goal for Southend United. 73 minutes played, 2-1.
Regular updates from Allenatore along the way. Looks promising, this. Crossing possibilities. Preferring to go infield. Well, body in the way. Can he take the chance? And offside is the decision. It must have been very closely.
Well, yeah, the linesman's got the best view of them all. I think he got that right.
.15 minutes remaining. Running with the ball confidently. Has a go. Great save following the close range effort.
Look how close he gets to the goalkeeper. It's a really, really good save in the end.
So the corner played into the box. The fist of the goalkeeper. Possession lost, intercepted. Delightful pass. An abundance of space. Can he finish here? Well, it's a procession of goals, and surely there's no way they can let this slip now. Absolutely dominant.
Well, here's the replay. Defenders don't like it when he goes to wide areas because they know what's going to happen. The ball's going to come into the box, and on that occasion, it comes in, and now they're picking it out the back of the net.
The ball rolling again in what has been an utterly one-sided match. Roberts. A goal has been scored in one of the other games. Alan McInally has the news.
It's a goal for Exeter City. 9 minutes remain. 2-1.
Thanks very much as always, Alan. Well, great read there to intercept. Bishop. Grant. Pritchard. Getting forward. And the cross is very much on. A poor cross, all things considered. And up for grabs off the keeper. And the keeper has custody of the ball, but just a few seconds beforehand, he had a big save to make.
Well, keep hold of it. Have a breather, because that first save deserves us all to look at him and clap.
Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again. And they'll have to throw it back in play. Powell. Well, he's given it away. Strong play here to keep the ball, to wait for the support. Can he make it count? And a powerful effort, but just lacking accuracy.
Yeah, narrowly wide, Derek. Decent effort. He smashed it.
The possession game just not working properly today. Grant. Fruitful looking attack. Very attractive looking move. Easy on the eye, but nothing there. Relentless high pressing. Using his physical strength to shield it. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. A delicious piece of skill. He has time to play it over. Corner given. Played into the centre of the box. Not to be this time. And the referee says that is all for today.
Just a couple of questions for you. No further questions. Thanks so much.
Thank you all for your patience. We're going to start taking questions now. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap this up now. Thank you very much for attending.
Yeah, it's a great day for football in this lovely stadium. Martin Tyler here along with Alan Smith. Our competition today is EFL League 2, Southend United against Crewe Alexandra.
Yeah, thanks Martin. Looking forward to this. I'm hoping for a nice quick start that will set the standard here between two good teams.
It does look, Alan, as though it is going to continue to be a one-horse race, but we shouldn't stop praising them because they've been excellent.
Well, what I've been impressed with is the way that they've kept the focus despite this big gap. They've not rested on the laurels and heading towards being champions.
And this is today's starting lineup for the home team. He looks as though the manager has set up a team here. Whatever happens, we're not going to be beaten today.
Does look that way, doesn't it? And I hope it's not a dull affair, this, because we've seen this manager set up teams in the past and just concentrating on a clean sheet.
Thank you. Enjoy
For Crewe Alexandra today. 4-3-3. And they've got natural wide players in that front three with a central striker.
I think that's the key, because those lads on the flanks, it's quite a complicated job actually, because they've got to come inside, support the centre forward, and they've also got to funnel back when they haven't got the ball, so an onus on them.
Want to keep possession, that's the way they play, but they're not doing it. Robinson. Untidy work. Excellent work with the tackle. He's made the interception. With great vision here. And it's a shot now. Difficult skill, good effort.
Yeah, timed it perfectly, as you have to do with those volleys.
Blocked off the pass there. Well, they're getting the ball forward. They need to do that. Made a quick interception. That's how to tackle. Well, now they've got the ball. What are they going to do with it? That's very good shielding of the ball. Goal news from Plymouth.
It's a goal for Plymouth Argyle. 8 minutes played, 1-0.
Well, many thanks, Alan McInally, keeping us up to date as usual. Well, he's got the ball there in the defensive zone by reading the play very well. Strong tackle to break up the play. Anticipated the direction of the pass and was able to intervene. Throw in now. So easy in possession. And the assistant signals for the throw. Came in with the challenge and the ball broke free. Goal news now from Plymouth.
It's a goal for Gillingham. 13 minutes played, 1-1.
And we're back here again, thanks to Alan McInally. Trying to spot a potential ball to open them up, but they're keeping the ball well. Well, they couldn't keep possession, they've given it away. Well, poor pass, good interception. Take your choice. Robinson. It's good attacking play, this, from them. He's got the option to get in across now. I'm just hearing that there's been a goal somewhere else. Alan McInally is there, I believe. Alan, what have you got for us?
It's a goal for the visitors. 70 minutes played, 1-1.
Top work, Alan. We're back here now with Alan Smith. He's through. Henderson. He's refused to be beaten here.
Well, standing ovation from the fans, and why not? What a stop.
Only partially away from danger. That's an easy interception. The pass wasn't really a very thoughtful one. Break quickly when they get possession. Teammates getting out of the way because they know he can dribble it here. Poor attempt at a pass, really. He's pinched it back again. Free kick. That's a short free kick. This for the lead. It's still dangerous here off the goalkeeper. Well, they managed to dig themselves out of a pretty deep hole then. It was a great chance, I thought, but they're safe again. Striding can put them in front here. Hit the post.
So close, inches away, but they are playing well. I fancy him to get another chance and get the noses in front here.
Must score. He is a saviour there. Here comes the corner. Still heading for goal.
Well, he did well to get to the ball first. That's the best I can say.
He's read that, hasn't he, and made the interception, made it look easy, actually. Plenty of space out wide, and they're going to use it. Gets his cross in. Saved, but not decisively. Oh, really close, great technique there.
Oh, there's no finer sight than when you get that right. Unlucky.
Going forward with real purpose now. It's given away. Now he's lost the ball. Saw the pass and dealt with it. Won it back with a strong challenge. Let's throw over to Alan McInally, who's got some news of a penalty in the game he's watching.
It's a penalty for the home team. A slight delay as the ref clears the defenders. Up he steps. It's hit the post and out. 33 minutes played. It remains 0-0.
Oh, interesting news again from Alan McInally. Thanks, Alan. Getting the ball back and thinking attack straight away.
Not been the most entertaining, and it's been very even as the possession stats bear out. Will we get to see some goals, a bit more excitement from here on in?
Oh, he's through. In the clear in front of goal. Hasn't held it, the goalkeeper. Alan, he didn't need to go for power.
No, he didn't. I think it was a question of a lack of composure there.
Robinson. With good vision. Looking to attack the cross in numbers. Cleared it well. A goal from Carlisle.
It's a goal for Accrington Stanley. 39 minutes played. 1-0.
Well, right on the spot there for that story. Alan McInally, of course. He's cut it out. And it's out of play. Couldn't keep it in play, it's gone out for a throw. That's a great interception. Bit of space for him. Now out on the wing. Time to get the ball in. Well, here he goes. It's good to see a player do this. That's too deep a ball for his teammates trying to get it in front of goal. In goes the cross. Looks certain to score.
Well, talk about agility. That is magnificent.
In goes the corner. Really commanding goalkeeper, and that's easy for a player of his ability to catch the corner. Well, offside by the proverbial mile. The referee's had a good look and decided what he's seen from this period of play to add on 3 minutes. They're looking good when they attack. Can he shoot here? Oh, he'll feel good about that. A really strong and clean tackle. Chance to go at the opposition with pace. Stopping the pass getting through with... And there is the half-time whistle. 0-0 at the... Referee just checking everything is in order, and he blows for the second half to start. Gets the ball out wide with time to assess the situation. One or two options now in forward areas for them. Poor on the ball. He's got the technique to deal with the press. That's cut out. Shredding it through. Surely! Oh, it's a brilliant goal! And it was worth the wait. He's taken the chance very stylishly indeed. And it's given them Advantage at last. They've worked hard to get it, and goodness me, they're celebrating it.
Well, he was on his toes. The defenders were on the heels. Good take.
Well, let's take another look at the goal. And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here. We can go to Allenatore now for news of a goal from elsewhere.
It's a second goal for the home team. 51 minutes played. 2-0.
Top work, Alan. We're back here now with Alan Smith. Able to make the interception. Difficult for the defender against a player who wants to take him on like this. Trying to get the ball. Substitution that the home side want to make. Well, he's read that, hasn't he, and made the interception. Made it look easy, actually. Allenatore right on the button to tell us about a goal that's just happened elsewhere.
It's a second goal for the home team. 56 minutes played. 2-1.
Thank you very much, Alan. Here's Robinson. That's good passing, probing.
That's a fine challenge, and he's got the ball.
Given possession away here. Just lost their way in the final moments of that attack. He's got some room out here in the wide position. It's about decision here. Which player is he going to pass it to? No cross, good block. Now he's got the ball. What's he going to do with it? They're looking good when they attack. Goalkeeper can get the ball here for his goal kick. Well, the crowd applauding as he's been taken off the winger, and his teammates applauding as well. That's the ultimate accolade, isn't it? He's had a very good game.
Oh, he has. He had all the tricks in his locker, putting some really good crosses that his strikers were grateful for.
Home team ready to make a change. One pass away from being a great move. He made that look like a poor pass with a very good interception. Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting. That's one way out of that situation with a back heel, but the opposition saw it coming. Well, that can only, Alan, be a lapse of concentration to be that far offside. Substitution coming up. as they look to make sure they hold their lead till the final whistle. Goal news from Exeter.
It's a goal for the visitors. 70 minutes played. 1-0.
Well, right on the spot there for that story, Alan McInally, of course. It's good work here in terms of possession. Can they find the final pass? Able to intercept here. Lost control, and you get in trouble for that. It's going to be a card. It's going to be a yellow card.
Well, that's the least surprising thing I've seen out there today so far.
Could whip it in from here. Well, here he goes. It's good to see a player do this. Goal kick here. Well, you can score a goal at any point in a game. He hasn't really looked like scoring any so far, has he? He'll be hoping for better as the match develops.
Look at that. That speaks for itself. The lack of shots and perhaps reflecting a lack of confidence in this player who is on the losing side.
Bit of space to go forward into with the ball. And that's good defending. Really had to deal with that. Could have really hurt the team now. Cleverly done. He's in on goal. It's offside. So we're coming down now towards the last 15 minutes. A goal from Morecambe.
It's a goal for Morecambe. 77 minutes played. 1-1.
Thanks, Alan. It's a real opportunity to get it into the middle. He's got it in behind the defenders for the attack of the chase. It was a promising situation. They could have made more of that. Probing away, working away at the opposition with these passes. He's given it away. A chance to break away now on the counter. One or two players are warming up for the home team. We'll see who comes on. They've worked so hard, the team, to be in front here, and that's been recognised by the supporters.
Yeah, I think they've recognised that it has been a really good performance, but still a bit of work to do.
Henderson. Crisp defending there. We've got 10 minutes left on the clock. And there's the cutback. Gonna try his luck. Kept his concentration, the goalkeeper, and because of that kept hold of the ball.
Yeah, he seems to feel the goal, this lad. He's quite an imposing keeper.
Shot now! It's a drive of some power, but off target.
Yeah, unlucky. Didn't quite get set for that one.
Well, Alan, here's the substitution now.
He's played really well. He's a thorn in the side of those opposing defenders and took his goal really well.
Set and match. Oh, saved by the goalkeeper at full stretch. Now, not long to go, and another goal would wrap it all up. put the corner in the middle. Got to get it over the first man defending, and they haven't done that from the corner. Well, they are moving the ball well here. Lovely, incisive pass. Always been called offside here. This might be an opportunity to get level. Can't hang onto it, the keeper.
Well, this crowd realises their team needs another goal here to make it more comfortable, because just get the feeling one or two players down there taking it too easy.
The fourth official has indicated...
Chunk of added time here, 3 minutes.
Of added time.
Great team play, Alan, this, isn't it? Everyone wants the ball.
Yeah, and I think the movement off the ball gives the man in possession 2 or 3 options every time.
Dropping in, and the goalkeeper made sure it didn't by tipping it over. The yellow card's coming out. He knew it was a booking, and now he's shown him the yellow.
It was one of those, was on the borderline. I think he's a bit unlucky, perhaps, to get booked for that.
And here comes the corner. Keeper choosing to punch the ball rather than catch it. Wants to have a go. Golden opportunity now. Oh, that's a fantastic goal. It's a terrific goal at a terrific time, and it should seal the win.
Well, he was on his toes. The defenders were on the heels. Good take.
And that's a goal well worth analysing again.
Oh, his team haven't been at it, and look at the manager's face. He can't believe what they're giving him out there.
Restarting at 2-0. It's come to an end now as the referee calls a halt. Good part of the season has gone now, and they've lost, and they can't go on losing matches like this.
No, it can become a habit, a nasty one at this stage in the season. Just got to try and correct 1 or 2 flaws that we saw out there.
Just a couple of questions for you. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, it's a great day for football in this lovely stadium. Martin Tyler here, along with Alan Smith. Our football coming up shortly for you from EFL League 2. It's Crewe Alexandra against Bradford City.
Well, there's certainly a buzz in this stadium in the minutes leading up to kick-off. I hope the match doesn't disappoint. I don't think it will. We've got a couple of attacking sides here.
Well, there are players here who stand out a bit. These two in particular, I think, today, Alan.
Well, two excellent attacking players we are treated to seeing. I'm really enjoying good seasons, and I'm expecting a bit more of the same today.
For Crewe Alexandra today, 4-3-3, and they've got natural wide players in that front three with a central striker.
I think that's the key, because those lads on the flanks, it's quite a complicated job actually, because they've got to come inside, support the centre forward, and they've also got to funnel back when they haven't got the ball, so an onus on them.
Oh, the pass, which looked a good one, was just cut out in the nick of time. He might have put his teammate in here.
Had to be brave coming out there, the goalkeeper.
It's O'Connor. Well, the wide man can show his skills here. Room for the cross.
And coming in by the front post.
They'll be annoyed with the cross because it was the goalkeeper's ball all the way. Anderson. They're looking good when they attack. Trying to get behind the defenders to get in a good cross.
Far too close, the cross to the keeper.
Goal news now from Gillingham.
It's a goal for the visitors. 8 minutes played, 1-0.
Top work, Alan. We're back here now with Alan Smith. Gives it away. Striding forward, purposefully. Well, the cross has gone in, but there's no one there to get on the end of it.
A great chance to go in front, but he's missed it. Incredible.
Well, he can't believe it. His teammates can't either.
Patient play from them. Time to get the ball in. He's got out there quickly and stopped the ball coming in. Guthrie. Guthrie. Goalkeeper has to go and get the ball for the goal kick. Well, he's kept the ball after a good first touch. This could be an opportunity, in behind the defence. Taylor. No, it's offside. Goal news from AFC Wimbledon.
It's a goal for AFC Wimbledon. 18 minutes played, 1-0.
Well, right on the spot there for that story, Alan McInally, of course. The counter-attack might just be on following that interception. He's cut it out. Crewe Alexandra trying to improve on their last showing when they were beaten away from home against Southend. Well, they could be in behind the back line. Going for goal! Can't get the shot through. Good block. Being closed down. He's given it away. He's won it back easily. Now he's got the ball back. Put in from the wide area. No real challenge to the defender from that cross. Good work this, as they chase a go-ahead goal. Solidly away. Well, a bit of distance into the clearance, but they've lost possession. Maybe took his eye off the ball. Goal news involving Cheltenham.
It's a goal for the visitors. 26 minutes played, 1-0.
Thanks, Alan. Taking on the opposition and the responsibility as well. Defensive block there, no cross coming in. It's gone out of play there. Roberts. Well, here he goes. It's good to see a player do this. Has to get it away. Wood. News of a goal from AFC Wimbledon.
It's a goal for Southend United. 32 minutes played, 1-1.
Well, many thanks, Alan McInally, keeping us up to date as usual. It's a turnover of possession here. The referee has blown and he's given the free kick. Decision is a throw. It was a fair tackle.
Not been the most entertaining, and it's been very even as the possession stats bear out. Will we get to see some goals, a bit more excitement from here on in?
Encouraging play from this team now, keeping the ball. Goal news from Accrington.
It's a goal for Accrington Stanley. 37 minutes played, 1-0.
And we're back here again, thanks to Alan McAnally. Just lost their way in the final moments of that attack. He's got possession back for his team.
Well, the ref's going to let play go.
Well, it rests with the referee as to whether to stop the play. That's what the laws of the game say, and he has stopped the play. He's going to get a yellow here. That's the earlier incident, and the ref's got it absolutely right.
Yeah, hands up. He knows that booking was coming his way.
And the substitution is going to happen now for the injured player.
And it looks as if it's like for like. Shouldn't change the system too much.
Referee's got the ball, and he's going to drop it, and that's going to get us underway again. Good work, really, to read the intention of the pass. Anderson. Can really get at the opposition here. Oh, time to get the cross now. Goal news now from Cheltenham.
It's a second goal for the visitors. 42 minutes played, 2-0.
Thanks, Alan. Well, we'll follow that with interest. Needs to clear his lines. Well, he has got a chance to get the cross in. Well, he has cleared the danger. Wood. Taylor. Bit of space to go forward into with the ball. Can go in from here, guiding the pass through. Coming in from the flank, dangerously. It's a real opening, and it will put them in front. Well, that's a wonderful save.
Oh, that was a goal all the way, wasn't it? Until the keeper intervened.
Corner played into the middle, and the corner punched away. And shoots! Super block, and that's gone out for a corner, clear cut, and an opportunity now maybe. Swung in from the corner. Defender's done well here. So it's half-time, and we're still waiting for that first goal. Steady at best in the first foot. Referee just checking everything is in order, and he blows for the second half to start. Stopping the pass getting through with a good piece of anticipation. Promising forward play from them again. Patient play as they try to get the goal that will put them in front. Keeper's ball, no question about that. It's a weak cross, really. It's O'Connor. Room now out on the wing. It's an excellent cross. Not really tested the goalkeeper, but sometimes it can look a bit too easy. He made sure he made the save competently.
Yeah, he did, and he doesn't make too many mistakes, this lad. Well, you'd have to think the floodgates would open if they do keep creating chances at this rate, as you can see.
The referee has acknowledged the flag from his assistant and given the offside. He's got it in behind the defenders for the attacker to chase. Can he carve out an opportunity? Must be a goal! Taylor. That's an unforced error, really, with the pass. It's out, it'll be a throw. He's gone in to get it, and boy did he get it. Guthrie, patiently building up. Wood. And he gets it back. Could whip it in from here. Possession is the name of the game for this team. Chance now to go ahead. Oh, it's got to be. Well, that's a fantastic goal.
It's got to go down, I think, as one of the goals of the season, because it wasn't just about the finish, it was that marvellous build-up play. So many players involved in it. He's waltzed through there, nobody near him.
Let's see the replay now. And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here.
For Bradford City, coming off the pitch, number 6, Anthony O'Connor, to be replaced by number 2, Kelvin Mellor. The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
The goalkeeper's got to collect the ball for a goal kick. He is a man in form, I would say, today.
Oh, he's looked really lively today, hasn't he? He's been getting the ball in good areas, turning, shooting with both feet, and he's got himself a goal.
And the ball's with Anderson. Set up to play on the break now. Opportunity to cross it now. It's given away. And it's been an hour of very good football here. We've still got 30 more minutes to go, and I'm sure we're going to enjoy that as well. Great interception. And the ball's with Anderson. It's about decision here. Which player is he going to pass it to? Well, in they come. They're piling into the middle. That could have been difficult, but the defender sorted it out. Henderson. Well, he wants to run at them with the ball. It's good to see. Surely the equaliser. The last line of defence, but how strong he was. Straight away, pressing to win the ball back high up the pitch. Good position for the cross. Oh, he's through. Well, the reward is a goal for winning the ball high up the pitch.
Well, we could see it coming, I think. I think even the team that's just conceded could see it coming because they kept on losing the ball in dangerous areas there. Well, I didn't see this one coming. I thought the goal might be at the other end, but what a good finish it was.
And we can see a slightly different viewpoint on it.
Great news for the manager because I think he made a couple of changes there and now they're back on level terms.
So away we go at 1-1. Goal news from Cheltenham.
It's a goal for Cheltenham Town. 68 minutes played. 2-1.
Thanks, Alan. On the attack here. Saw the direction of the pass. And that's a turnover to the opposition. Henderson. Well, poor pass, good interception. Take your choice. Easy work for the keeper here. Still got a bit to do, but this is promising. Must take the lead here, which they do in good style.
Yeah, they played some good football leading up to that, Martin, and thoroughly deserved that goal.
Just look at the way he's got past these defenders, Alan, and really maximised the situation he created for himself.
Well, he did. It was head down and some wonderful balance and footwork to beat a couple of defenders and knock the ball in the back of the net. Wonderful goal. Well, it's been tight before that goal, but now the manager is so pleased because I reckon he feels his team can go on and win this.
And we restart the game 2-1. Here's Taylor. Tight against the touchline, and pretty clear that it was going to end up with a throw-in. They spread it out wide here. Chance to get some width into this attack. Put in from the wide area. Oh, just too high.
Yeah, couldn't quite get over the ball, but decent effort.
And now Anderson. They're looking good when they attack. Surely! He wanted to go for the strength in the shot, but he needed some direction.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't shoot, you don't score, but he's got to do much better.
Guthrie. I see a substitute coming on for the away team here.
The hosts can't quite get hold of the ball, but what you would say about this team is the way that they've used the possession so ruthlessly at times. It's been a joy to
guide it through. Well, the goalkeeper's got it, but only just. Anderson. Gibson. To Gibson. difficult for them. Got to be. That had equaliser written all over it.
Well, when you see him this season, he's finished harder chances than that. I don't think he can believe it.
The noise levels have gone up even more, and the scenario remains the same, the one-goal lead, and we're into the last 10 minutes.
Well, the way things are shaping up, it looks like the home team are going to see out this lead, but still a chance for things to change.
Quick-witted and quick in his movement too to intercept there. We've got 8 more minutes of the 90. So we'll restart with a throw-in. The referee had a good look at that, decided it's just a throw after the tackle. Well, he seemed to see a pass there that none of us could see from where we're commentating from.
A goal from Gillingham.
It's a goal for Gillingham. 4 minutes remain. 1-1.
Thank you very much, Alan. And this is going to be a throw. Now he's got the ball. What's he going to do with it? Here's Taylor. Trying a bit too hard, trying to force the pass, and it went straight to an opponent. He's got it back again from his teammate. He's blocked the shot well. That will clear the danger. Anderson. Here's Taylor. And it's going to be a minimum of 3 minutes to be played of added time. Blocked off the pass there. And that will be a throw as the header goes out of play. Wood. Taylor. Well, here he goes. It's good to see a player do this. This could be the leveller. And yes, he's done it!
Oh, what late drama. Question is, will there be a winner in this match? This is the kind of player you want in this sort of situation. The clock ticking down, you need composure, and he showed exactly that.
Well, let's take another look at the goal. Brilliant entertainment. The scores are level again. Very tight affair here. Well, they sense the chance to win it now. Game's finished. And it's finished level. Well, this game's finished with 1 point. Some reward.
Just a minute of your time.